Oh my God, I am live. My first time going live, and I'm a little bit nervous, but I try new things, right? Okay, so this is mystery messages. So I just wanted to be able to give readings and not have to worry about signs, risings, any of that, but just like if the message applies, the message applies. I want to, do a disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only, but if you feel like the messages resonate with you, let me know in the comments. Let me know what's good, what's going on. And yeah, I think we're just gonna jump in and I'm just gonna see what messages are for you. Oh my God, it's so weird knowing that it's like live and I can't edit the videos. Fuck, I'm a whole Virgo rising. So the idea that I just am going to potentially make mistakes in real time it is a bit scary. I'm not even gonna lie, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna do like probably just group messages. So pull some cards. If it resonates, cool. If not, like stick around because I'm just gonna go through. I'm not gonna do just like one long reading. So let's see. Mystery messages. What do the people need to know? Okay. Let's see. Okay, nice. So the first card is new beginnings. And the second card is abundance. Immediately what's standing out to me is this could particularly apply if you are fire signs, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, immediately coming up. It doesn't have to be, but that's what's coming up. It feels like you could have been going through a cycle where it just feels like things have just not been working out. Things have just been like either paused, like there's no movement, there's no traction forward, or like you take a couple steps and then a couple steps back, and then you take a couple steps and something happens and then you're like pushed back, and it feels like there's like a cycle that is happening. But it feels like you've shifted your energy recently. I don't know if you've cut something out, somebody, a circumstance, a situation, like you've done something recently. I don't know what it is, but you've done something recently and it feels like it's unlocked like a new phase, a new season, a new situation. Also, eclipse season is happening. We're like in it. And eclipse season is very significant change, very significant shift. So you could have felt prompted within the past 6 months to make some massive, massive changes in your life. And it just feels like you're about to start seeing that fruit. You're about to start seeing like that breakthrough in abundance. It's coming toward you. Good things, good opportunities, good people, community, friendships, money, finances, opportunities, also like emotional health and emotional well-being. Some of you guys could have been struggling with your mental health recently, or just feeling like you're struggling mentally with like thoughts. Oh, some of you guys could be struggling with like some grief or feeling a sense of loss. Yeah. Wow. That flew all the way out. Okay, look, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Pentacles. Again, I think this is like reaffirming abundance coming to you. Fairness, 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 justice. Justice, it feels like, with the Six of Pentacles here. The wheel is turning in your favor. Justice. There was a situation where you experienced some type of loss. You experienced some type of situation. Somebody could have come at you, or a situation came at you out of nowhere, or something kind of took you off guard and you felt like you had to be on the defensive. And it felt like there was something, there was something about the situation that wasn't fair, wasn't right, wasn't just, or just, you just feeling like attacked in some way. And it just caused a sense of loss, a sense of grief, but it just feels like tides are turning. Things are shifting with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. And you'll have an opportunity to nurture something new. Whatever this new opportunity is, you'll have the chance to really build it up and build it out and give to it in a way that feels really good. That feels very comforting, actually. All right. Period. Period, period. Abundance, new beginnings. I need you to believe that. I need you to believe that you are worthy of what's about to happen to you, the goodness that's about to come, because it feels like because of what you've experienced in the past, it's almost like you could project your like the negative things that have happened to you in the past onto your future. So it's really hard to imagine good things are going to happen to you because what has happened to you. It's like because of what happened in the past or what have led to this grief or loss, or even if it's a completely disconnected situation, you just have always felt like you are on the defensive. Like you've always felt like you have to protect yourself. You have to guard yourself. You just can't be open. You just can't receive. You just can't receive. Right? Like, and there could be some worthiness issues here too. Like, I just can't, good things don't happen to me. Like, love doesn't happen to me. Like, abundance doesn't happen to me. Like, I'm the person that struggles. Like, there's an identification with a certain narrative that could have happened because of what you've experienced in the past. And so now that you've done some work, you've made some changes, and like there is like new beginnings and abundance on the horizon, there's like, oh, I don't know if this is actually going to happen. Like, I don't know if things are actually going to turn out in my favor. I don't know if it's actually going to happen for me because of what has happened to me. And it's like there's like mental work that has to be done. There's like a mental, and because like our emotions are tied to our beliefs. A lot of times our beliefs are, it's not just like belief doesn't just happen because someone says, hey, God is real. So now all of a sudden you believe God is real. Like, I don't think belief functions like that practically. I think what happens is you experience something, and that experience, you begin to think things about that experience. You begin to develop ideas about yourself, about people, about circumstances and things as a result of your lived experience, for the good or for the negative. And that causes you belief because that's something that you experience. And so these ideas have been confirmed by your experiences. And so now that you've kind of done some work and you've shifted, there are still some like lingering beliefs that is making it hard for you to feel worthy of the good things that are coming toward you, or the good things that want to happen in your life. And it's like, that's, I think, where a lot of sometimes like self-sabotage can come in, because it's like, I think that's where like self-sabotage can come in at, because it's like, all right, well, let's just say, for example, like a person shows up in your life and they're amazing, and you can like instantly recognize like, oh, this person is important or significant, or there's something there. But the moment they get close enough, the moment they start touching your heart, like the moment it kind of gets real for you, you're like, not you specifically, but in this example, like, oh no, like this person likes me. They're going to like A, B, C, and D, like you inform it with your beliefs. So I have to like distance myself from them. I have to get space because like such and such is going to happen if I let them get too close, or if they get too close to me. It's like, there is really a need to challenge how you believe. Yeah. I tried to like, this card came out, but I was like, oh, I'm going to shuffle again. It came out again. It's like some of your beliefs have you stuck. It's not that good things aren't going to happen to you. It's not that good things are not available for you. It's that you actually have to believe that you are deserving and that you are worthy and that you can receive it. Look at this person. They're guarded as fuck, bro. Like, they're not letting nothing in. They're not letting anything penetrate, you know? And it's like, it almost feels like this is like your mind in some circumstances. It's like, you just have this belief, this very fixed mindset. You could be an Aquarius, or have Aquarius placements. Like, there could just be like this fixity about how you believe and think about yourself in certain situations, or love, or money, or finances, or whatever it is. And it's like when things try to come to you, it's like you don't let it in because of your beliefs. Yeah, so we have the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. I don't know. I feel like with the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, it's like, let me see. I can't edit out the pauses and the silences. I feel like with the Three of Pentacles, it's almost like there's a comfort in the familiarity. You know, there's a comfort in relating, and this could be a different message. Again, like at any point in time, the message could stop applying to you and could start applying to someone else. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like what I'm getting with this Three of Pentacles and this Four of Pentacles, like, let me get some more information actually. Because I don't just want to be talking out the side of my neck. Like, I actually want to be feeling like I'm getting an actual message for you guys. Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. I actually feel like this is a different message, though. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so with the Four of Pentacles, I'm not the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles, there seems to be like holding on to a way of doing things. It's almost like for some of you, you're holding on to a certain way of doing things, like a certain way of being, like a certain way of doing. And you're holding on to this way of being, this way of doing. And it feels like to the cards earlier. So some of the earlier message applied to you. To the cards earlier. When you shift your belief, Queen of Swords, when you are honest with yourself, when you tell yourself the truth, you will become a lot more happy. Like, you will experience a lot more happiness. Yeah, it just feels like it's okay to let go of who you used to be. It's okay to let go of how you used to operate. The types of connections you used to entertain, the types of money, like the types of finances and contracts you used to accept. Like, it's okay to let go of your old life. It's okay to let go of your old life. And I know you can't quite see what's in front of you. And so there's a lot of fear about letting go of your old life, your old self, your old way of identifying. But the more honest you are, the happier you are. Baby, that'll preach. The more honest you are, what is this? This is Truthfully Tarot. The more honest you are, the more happier you can be. Because the thing is, when we live a lie and when we lie to ourselves, we prevent ourselves from experiencing happiness. Because we are operating from a space of lack of authenticity and lack of like truthfulness, right? So if you've built a life on a mask, let's say, or you've built a life on an old way of being or a false way of being or a front or whatever that is, because maybe you've built that because that's how you needed to protect yourself, or that's how you needed to make money, or that's how you could get relationships, or whatever it is. It's like that old person, that old way of being, that old way of existing, like, you have an opportunity in your life to let that shit go, to let that person go, and to become a new person. But part of that becoming, part of that newness, part of that openness, part of that not self-sabotaging is being really, really honest with yourself about what you want, about what you need, and about what actually makes you happy. As long as you lie to yourself, you will never be happy, because you will never do what it takes to get your happiness. Like you will never, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, let me know if you understand what I'm saying. Like, if you are lying to yourself, if you are deceiving yourself, if you are unwilling to face reality, face the truth, you will never enter into this happiness. Because like, and I know that sounds so strong, but it's so true. Like, if let's say I've been like really single and independent, and I have told myself and convinced myself that I am not worthy of a long-term commitment, marriage, children, and maybe you don't tell yourself that you're not worthy, you know, but you just have this lingering sense that if you were to meet the one you destroyed, or you do something that fuck it up, or you say something, or you do something, or you cheat, or whatever it is, like there is like a belief here that we're dealing with, like a way of thinking, right? Then, you know, it's like, if you keep telling yourself, oh, I want to be on the apps, oh, this is good for me, this is what I want, but you know deep down in your soul you want to be married, or you know deep down in your soul you want to find a life partner, you know deep down you want to find the one, or you're a person, or you want to experience that type of connection, but maybe like hurts and circumstances have caused you to feel like you're not worthy, or that you'll mess it up, or you'll fuck it up, or whatever. Like, if you don't address that reality, what your truth is, you will not allow yourself to receive what it is you want. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy almost. It's like some of you guys are dealing with an energy of like a self-fulfilling prophecy around your life, because you're not shifting your beliefs. You're not adjusting your, like, how you feel about situations, and you're not dealing with the truth of what you want and how you feel. And look, let me level with you. This year has been so difficult for me. I have literally had the worst year of my entire life this year. And I have had to face truths about other people and about myself that were soul shattering. And I had to look at myself and see how I contributed to my own suffering, how I played a part in everything that has happened to me. And it is so painful to be honest with yourself. It is so, it's like that feeling of like, if you like the shame and the disgust, or whatever the feelings you do have about yourself or about your situation or whatever it is, like, I know how hard it is to look at in the mirror, but like, that's part of the shadow work. Like, that's part of what it means to like cut out old beliefs. You have to first identify them, and identify the emotions around your thoughts and beliefs and ideas and things like that. And it is messy, grueling work. Like, happiness, people always say, is an inside job. Like, how do I be happy? You have to work at it. In no iteration of our current existence do you not have to work to experience some form of happiness. And I don't mean like a job work. I mean, like, we are imperfect humans on a fucking planet spinning around in space, and we have to pay fucking taxes to live here in this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if you want to experience real, true, genuine happiness, and you've experienced shitty things in life, you have to address all of the reasons why you're not happy. You have to address all of the reasons why you feel stuck. You have to address all of the things around the shame and the self-sabotage. You have to address it, because the only way out of it is through it. And in that way, it is easier to keep the mask on. In that way, it's easier to be delusional and denial and avoid, because then you don't have to do the messy, painful work of healing and change and transformation and, you know, manifesting this happiness, right? I don't want to beat a dead horse, which, such a bad saying. Such a bad saying. But like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy work. It's exhausting, but it gives you the opportunity to experience true, genuine happiness, however that may look for you, whatever that may look like for you. You know what I'm saying? Whew, wow. That was intense. That was intense. Let's see, what other messages for people? All right. Somebody, you need to like really just step out of the shadows, step out of hiding, put your work out there, put your project out there, Put yourself out there. Maybe you need to start that business. Maybe you need to publish that book, that manuscript. Maybe you need to reach out to that person for an opportunity. Like, I feel like you need to put yourself, whoever this message is for, this new message, you need to trust that you are good enough and that what you have is enough, and like put yourself out there. The card says individuality. I don't know if you can see that. The card says individuality. So like, be unique, be you. Like, it's enough. It's enough. Your idea is good enough. Yeah, like, put that project out there. Take that leap of faith. Okay. Then we have solitude and awakening. I feel like some of you guys have been going through some type of like spiritual awakening recently. Some of you guys have been going through a spiritual awakening. Oh, this is a side note, but this makes me miss my cat. See that little cat in the corner? Makes me miss my cat. I love my cat. Sorry guys, that was a side note. But it feels like some of you guys are going through like some type of awakening. You are realizing so much about who you are, about what you want. And it's like some of you guys could do a lot of yoga. I teach yoga, but she's on a mat. Some of you guys could do a lot of yoga, and maybe that doing fitness like helps you process. It's like you need a physical release, and yoga could help with that. Yoga could be a huge part of your awakening journey too, as well, or your healing journey. We have the grind. Some of you guys could be working really hard toward putting something out there, a project, maybe a podcast or something. Everybody got a motherfucking podcast though. So, I mean, but you know what? You're a unique individual, so we need your podcast. But you've been working on something. The grind. You've been working very hard at something. Soulmate. Soulmate card. Why is the soulmate card here? Because I was in a flow. I'm like, ooh, grief. So maybe you've been working, some of you guys could be a separate message again. Some of you guys could be working really hard to kind of like try to navigate the grief around a soulmate connection, or feeling some type of loss or grief around the soulmate connection. Trying to still deal with these camera angles. That's what you're seeing. And so you're like working to like kind of avoid feelings of grief around a soulmate connection. And maybe this could be connected to some of you guys' awakening journey. Maybe you met someone and you could have met someone and their presence in your life maybe initiated some type of awakening. And it maybe has forced you to have to deal with a lot of feelings, it's like this person could have broke open a dam. I don't know why that kind of, it's like you could have been or someone involved could have been very heavily guarded, like a dam. But there's like all of this emotion, there's all of this water, there's all of this like feeling and intuitive, but it was like behind a wall. And then it's like you met someone and they initiated like a crack in the wall or a crack in a dam, or they like initiated some type of awakening journey for you. And it's almost like it's forced you into a solitude, and it's like in that space you've like gone on this awakening journey. It's almost like someone's triggered your journey, like a deeper spiritual journey for you, a deeper sense of self-reflection about who you are. And it's caused a lot of grief, because maybe it's forced you to have to deal with things about yourself that you have not wanted to face and deal with. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like Some of you guys could have met someone in the past year, 2 years, maybe even. And yeah, you could have met someone and it sent you on an awakening journey. Like this person instigated a shift in your trajectory, like a shift in your timelines. Like this person's presence in your life was like a game changer. Like they changed something. And it could be maybe this person is no longer in your life, and so that's why you're sad. But then also it feels like what this person has brought up is like a carefully concealed, and this person just kind of broke through, and now you're having to deal with all like the repercussions. And there could be some anger there too. Could be some anger there because it feels like there was this very carefully crafted image, this carefully crafted persona, and this person just kind of like burst through and it's just forced you to go on this journey. And maybe you're in solitude, but it feels like you're definitely working to try to avoid maybe feeling some of it. You also could be working, oh my God, if it resonated, right, you could also be working to try to prove yourself to this person too, with the grind being here. Because soulmate clarified the grind, and I'm like, what the fuck? I keep looking because my computer is here and it's alive. So if like comments and stuff, like that's why I keep looking over. But it could also be like you're trying to prove yourself to someone or prove your worth to someone, or not prove. I mean, it could be. It's almost like you're trying. It's for some of you, you could be trying to like, this is going to sound so weird, but it's almost like you're trying to get your life together for this person. It's almost like you're trying to get your life together for this. It's like you're trying to work at stuff for this person. You're like, yeah, divine timing came out. It's like maybe you believe that something will happen between you and this person again. Maybe this person again isn't in your life right now, or maybe they are, but it just feels like divine timing is at play. And it's almost like maybe some of you guys feel like this person, you're not done with this person. This whatever this person did, like you're just not done with the situation. And so you're trying to work hard to either be better for this person, or you're trying to like get your shit together so that you can actually receive this person. Or yeah, you're trying to make money. You're trying to make money in your bag. You're trying to get rich. Bottom deck is boss up. Yeah, some of you guys, and this maybe this doesn't have to do with this person. It's kind of given for some of y'all. It does. But if it doesn't have to do with a person, you could just be like you. Oh my God, my words. You going through this awakening journey, and you're grinding for your business. You're grinding for what it is you're doing, and you're just trying to boss up and get in your bag. You're trying to make money, and maybe you're trying to make money off of you, like yourself, like so a podcast, a YouTube channel, a business, a brand, whatever it is. Like it's you, like you're the one that you're trying to like project yourself forward, being your own boss, getting in your bag and working really hard. And maybe you want to do that so you can manifest a soulmate or this soulmate, or like maybe you feel like you can't, I'm going back and forth between whatever messages apply, but maybe you feel like for this person, if it is that person, you feel like you don't have enough money to offer this person the type of lifestyle you want to offer them, or like whatever the situation is. And so like now you're trying to work your ass off. You're trying to like do all that so that like that's something that you can have in the future with this person. Okay, any other messages? Let me clarify in their shoes. I wanted it to be a different message, but it still feels like it could apply to some of you guys the previous message applied for. For some of you guys who you met a soulmate and they triggered some type of awakening journey for you, it feels like the great crumble. It feels like their presence in your life cause something else in your life to crumble, or at least for you to see something in your life that needed to crumble completely. It's almost like this person, because the bottom deck is sneaky, sneaky. So there could have been something about your life that was very hidden, or something you were doing that is sneaky, sneaky, bitch, sneaky, sneaky. And it's like this person's presence exposed whatever that was. Choose love is here with this dating app. So it could be like, I don't know, something related to other people or dating or whatever, you know. But it's like there's something about this awakening that has caused you to see things from a different perspective within their shoes. It's almost like this person has forced you to see your own life in a completely different way. And so now you're trying to manifest a different situation. You're trying to manifest a change in your life. Okay. Yeah, you're trying to manifest a change. Some of you guys, I see these little mushrooms on her little arm. Some of you guys could also be the type of person that either does mushrooms to receive like insight about like how to make your life better or how to be a better person. You could also be the type of person that does like, you know, ayahuasca or, you know, these different types of plant medicine in order to like get a different perspective. But it's so funny because you can do that and then you can meet someone and this person is literally a manifestation of your desire to change. And like, can you recognize that? Like, can you recognize when someone has been sent in your life by spirit to initiate shifting and changing? Maybe that you've subconsciously already wanted and, you know, you just needed like an extra push from the universe. And that's kind of like what this person was for you. Like I keep wanting to move on from this, but I feel like spirit keeps giving me messages about this, you know, so I don't want to, you know, ignore that. But yeah, it just feels like this person, like they exposed something in your foundation. They exposed, remember I was saying like a crack in the dam, the great crumble. It's like they expose like cracks in your foundation. They expose cracks in your infrastructure of your life. And it's like you kept these things hidden. You didn't you could have just, and not from like malicious. It's just like you could be also just like a really private person, but also like if someone looked at you and they met you, they wouldn't know some of the stuff that you have going on behind the scenes is what I'm saying. And this person, I don't even know if they even realized it, but they just initiated this awakening journey. And it's just like, once one thing falls, everything, like you pull a string and then the whole thing unravels. And it feels like you're going through an unraveling right now. And this person kind of initiated this unraveling and caused you to see maybe your love life from a different perspective or see how you relate to people from a different perspective. And again, now you want to manifest. Now you want to boss up. Now you want to get in your bag even more. Now you want to grind hard even more because it's like you want to change. You guys are ready to change. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I know, I feel like that's kind of it. I don't know. I don't even know how long this video is at this point, but let's do one more. Let's do one more message, Spirit. Let's do another message for a different group. What message do you have? Interesting. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Baby, I don't know. I don't know. I just want to say, like, don't run from yourself. Like, don't, if this message applies, like, don't run from what you really want. I feel like some of you guys who this message before are really afraid. And this almost goes back to the first couple messages. Some of you guys are really afraid of your, I don't even want to say your desires, but like it's like afraid to believe for what you want. I don't know. Like, the message keeps coming back. Some of you guys are really afraid or struggling to believe that you are worthy of what you really want. It's like some of you guys really just feel like either something's going to happen to take it away from you, or you're going to do something to sabotage it. And it's like there's a fear around manifesting what you want. There's a fear around feeling deserving. Like maybe some of you guys just feel like you're meant to suffer. Like you're meant to not be happy. It's like feels like something from childhood where you just feel like nothing goes right for you. Nothing goes right for you long term. It's like something always happens to fuck shit up, or something in you, or you feel like something in you like will do something. And it's like either some of you use work, like being a workaholic. Like some of you guys use work to like hide from that with the King of Pentacles here. Some of you guys use work to hide from that fact. Some of you guys are workaholics and you use work as an excuse to not deal with the pain and the fear and the things that you feel around worthiness and what you deserve. And it could be around your finances. It could be anything. But it's almost, it's like some of you guys could really use work to avoid what you want. Some of you guys could fear rejection. Could be like a massive fear of rejection there too. Yeah. Look at that. All these fives. 5 of Wands. And so there's like a fundamental conflict. It's like a conflict that's present. It's like part of you is like, I want this. Another part of you is like, oh, something's going to happen. Another part of you is like, oh, you don't deserve this. Like, you'll fuck it up. Another part is like, but I have work, I have to make money, or like excuses. It's like, there's excuses. Like there's always an excuse as to why you can't get what you want or why something doesn't work out for you. Spirit, why are you bringing this up though? Like, what's the point? Oh, because you need to think about this. You need to consider these patterns in your life. You need to think about how you show up for yourself and the things that you need to think about what you're running from. You need to think about what you're running from. You need to think about what you're avoiding. It almost feels like, it almost feels like you are going to continue to experience blocks until you deal with this. Because Spirit wants you to do things differently. Spirit wants to invite you into doing things differently, into thinking about, look at this. 5 and 5, 7 and 7. Maybe you're seeing 5, 5, 5, 7, 7, 7. Yes, I'm one of those weird spiritual bitches. Yeah. It's like, in one hand, like there's an avoidant energy. But on the other hand, there's like an energy of investment. It's like the opposite of avoiding. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like here, like look at him. He's running. He's trying to get the fuck up out of there. And then this one, he's planted these seeds and he's waiting on it to grow and he's observing the process. And he's like, all right, do I prune now? Do I pluck now? Do I it's almost like a hyper awareness of the process and where it's at to get you to where you want to go. And it's like with the sevens here, It's like Spirit wants you to look at this, look at yourself, look at what you're doing, look at what you're avoiding, look at your workaholic tendencies, look at your desires, really look at your desires. And you know, for some of you, this is around your finances. For some of you, it's just like conflicting desires. It's like, I don't know, I just feel like the overall energy that I'm getting is just like a need for self-reflection. And a lot of you guys, if you're still watching, are going through deep transformations. And a lot of you guys are being confronted with a lot of truths about yourself and about your life and about what is possible. And again, we started this out, abundance and new beginnings. That was the start. You are experiencing new beginnings and abundance. That's the predominant energy. And then we have love as, you know, love as the bottom deck of that one. But overall, it just feels like you guys are being a lot of you guys in this number one message, mystery messages, are dealing with being confronted with the reality of a situation, whatever that situation is, and the need to not avoid and run away from yourself and run away from your desires. And, you know, for some of you guys to use work or whatever it is, some of you guys could use sex to avoid feelings. And the only way that you really know how to communicate feelings that you also avoid is through sex. Like, that's how you experience connection. Like, you don't know how to have like intimacy. So because you don't know how to have intimacy, you just fuck. And there's no judgment here. This is a judgment-free zone. Okay. But it's like, instead of avoiding emotional connection, instead of investing in something emotionally, it's like you just use sex to avoid intimacy, because intimacy, into me you see. And some of you guys don't like yourself. For real. Ooh, this is a hard message. I'm so sorry. But I'm someone that is radically honest with myself. I am painfully honest with myself, because I don't like to be delusional. I don't like to be delusional, and I don't like to deceive myself, and I don't like to live in a lie, and I don't like to lie to myself, and I don't like to be lied to. So I cultivate a very Queen of Swords. I cultivate a very sharp and direct, sometimes too sharp and too direct, sense of honesty, because that's how I live my life, because I have a tendency to be very delusional. I'm just going to keep it a buck. I have a tendency to be very delusional. So I've had to develop the skill of honesty and the skill of truth telling to myself and to others, which is why this channel is called Truthfully Tarot. So that's the energy you're going to get from me. Like, when it's good, it's good. Again, new beginnings and abundance. But I'm not finna lie to you. I'm not finna sugarcoat shit for you. I'm not finna tell you what the fuck you want to hear just because you want to hear it. Like, I want to encourage you, but I also want to actually help you if you want to be helped. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you just want to be in La La Land, delusional land, and this is, I'm a pretty face, and so, period. You just want to watch for entertainment purposes, do so. But if you want to change, if you want confirmation for things that you know to be true for you, and you want the truth, then like, that's what I want to provide for you. And I just feel like for a lot of you guys, you're being really confronted with yourselves. And for some of you guys, you're really avoiding this change. You're avoiding this transformation. You're avoiding your own process. You're avoiding what the universe wants to give you as good things, because some of you guys have not been really willing to be real with yourselves about your reality. And maybe some of you guys don't have the tools to work through that. And so I feel like if you do want some tools, like, let me know in the comments, and like, I can like respond with some like tools that have helped me. But like, overall, like, I want you guys to have the capacity to be able to see yourself clearly and truthfully and honestly, so that you can make the changes necessary, so that you can have the happiness that you want and that you deserve. But happiness is, what they say, an inside job. Jobs require work. Not to be an asshole, but some of you guys are gonna have to walk away from some things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's like overall, like, what I'm getting for some of you guys is that, like, Spirit wants to invite you to stop avoiding what you want, how you feel, and to begin to do the work of working through some of these messy, heavy emotions and things that you may be going through. So if you don't have a therapist, maybe finding a therapist, or there's like a lot of online sources to, begin therapy. And a lot of them, some of them have sliding scales or like discounts for those that need it, or, following therapists on social media, because a lot of therapists nowadays give free content on social media. And so I'm gonna keep it real. A couple of years ago, I could not afford therapy. And so I would follow my favorite therapist, and I would literally go through their posts and let that journal and like process and work through that shit, because I couldn't afford actual therapy, but like I needed help. I needed to like guidelines. And I bought books, and different things like that. So like there are ways to support your process, even if you don't have the money to get a therapist right now, that can really help you work through some of these heavy energies, because you're not alone. I just want you to know that you're not alone. And I needed to hear that. It's so funny. Like the other day, because again, like I'm not even gonna lie, I'm going through a really hard time in my life right now. I'm going through a lot of difficulty. And I reached out to a mentor of mine, and I was just like, hey, can you pray for me? And she responded back. I was like, yeah, of course, I got you. And then like the next day, she just texted me, you are loved. And I saw that and I just broke down. I just broke down. And because I needed to hear that. And so I just want you to know you are not alone and you are loved. And sometimes, as hard as it is to look at ourselves, because it's so fucking painful, and there's so much fucking shame in our society, in our culture, and around the things that we do or don't desire, whatever, it can feel very daunting. But I just want you to know you're not alone in the process. You're not alone in the journey. Like I'm facing myself, and so there's space for you, especially if you resonate with some of these messages. And I just want you to know that like new beginnings and abundance, babe. New beginnings and abundance. And love. You are worthy of love. You are deserving of love. And although this is hard, you're not alone. And my goal is to build a community around truth speaking and love and connection and honesty. And so if you feel like this applied to you, let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, all the things. Alrighty. I'm gonna do another mystery message, and I'm gonna be like all positive. It's truthful, but all positive. This was a lot. This is kind of heavy, but that's what came out. So, all right, guys. Peace.